What's going on, guys? Welcome to a random video on the channel. Today's video we're going to be talking about Samsung and the Galaxy Note 7 that everyone's talking about because there's a second recall for the phone. Samsung basically does not want anyone using the phone, and a lot of people have been talking about what Samsung is doing for the customers now, because this is what I wanted to see. What exactly Samsung was going to do when people start talking about them after a second recall, and they had to actually get people to still like Samsung products, because for the people who purchased that phone, obviously it's a real inconvenience. So now this is what they did after the first recall. Apparently through your carrier or the retail store where you purchased the phone, you could return the phone and they would give you a $25 credit. Now what Samsung is doing is offering a $100 credit, and if you already received a $25 credit, they'll give you an additional $75. And if you decide to select a different manufacturer and not another Samsung smartphone, you can get $25. So Samsung is trying to do something here where the customers are obviously frustrated with what's going on with them, and also try to explain what exactly is going on with this Galaxy Note 7. From the looks of it, Samsung wants to study this more, obviously, to see what was going on inside the phone that was causing it to set on fire or even explode. But I would also say this is why Samsung is not just saying, okay, it's a battery issue. They have to test the phone themselves and see what exactly is going on with the phone that would cause that to happen, especially if it's an explosion again or even a fire. Now, as far as what Samsung tried to do during the first recall, they were telling people they should turn the phone off, return the phone. They even sent a software update out telling people they should do this with the Galaxy Note 7. Now, after the second recall, I was seeing people talking about how Samsung sent out a box that was really protected. That way there couldn't be any damage, just in case something happened with the phone while it was being shipped back. So it's a whole situation here where Samsung is trying to address the problems, but also looking to see how customers are reacting to all this, because normally when people purchase a phone, they're thinking that the company already went through all the testing of the phone and there's some quality control there. Obviously, with the Galaxy Note 7, mistakes were made. Now, is this enough for people to say they're done with Samsung? People are already asking this question. I don't think we can ask that question right now because there's so many Samsung products, and you guys are aware of this. TVs, computer monitors, even computers, smartphones, washer, dryer machines. You can purchase a Samsung refrigerator. So they have a lot of products, and also their technology is used in other products as well from different manufacturers. That's how involved Samsung is with technology and manufacturing. So Samsung is involved in a lot of things going on in technology, and I think they're an impressive company. But this is the kind of thing I was looking to see Samsung do. Yes, you told people to return the phone, and of course people want to return the phone to their carrier or the retail store where they purchased the phone from. But at the same time, it's the inconvenience. And it really matters what the company does when they see an issue like this. You have to think about the customers and what that involves: returning a phone, trying to figure out if you're going to purchase another phone from the same company or go to a different manufacturer, how you're going to get the refund. Not only that, how are you going to have a phone that works if you don't have any other phone available to use? It is a major problem and inconvenience, but I think Samsung at this point is doing a lot for the customers, and I like the idea that they offer that $100 credit, and not only that, additional $75 if you return the phone again because you received the recalled phone the second time. So this is all good stuff from Samsung. It's not the perfect situation. Obviously, they would have liked to sell that phone with no issues because the Galaxy Note 7 looked like an interesting phone when it was working. But obviously, this is a safety issue, so you have to return the phone. There's no discussion or conversation about whether people should return the phone or not. When Samsung announced the problem with this phone the second time, they said you have to turn that phone off and return it. They weren't saying you should or maybe or whatever. They just said return the phone. I also think if you're interested in other Samsung devices, I would say look at the Samsung Galaxy phones. They're great phones. I used to purchase the Galaxy phones. I think Samsung does some great things with smartphones. But also, when you look at these phones, you have to be careful on the kind of phone that you purchase. And I realize a lot of people out there that like the Samsung Galaxy Note 7, everyone that purchased a phone wanted that phone, because when you select a phone, it's a purchase where you know that you're going to be using that phone all the time. So if you're using a phone like that and there's an issue, there's so many great smartphones available that I don't think it's going to be such a tough situation for you guys to find another fantastic phone that's available for sale. And if you even look at the Galaxy Note 7, when I was talking about the Pixel the other day, or Pixel XL, the reason why I'm critiquing it so much and I have such an issue with it, because Google is working with HTC, and this is Google's flagship phone. So obviously I want to see a great phone from Google. So compared to a situation like this with the Note 7, Samsung has other phones out there. But when you look at Google and working with HTC, that's going to be the flagship phone again, and I really want to see something fantastic. And that's why I think the Pixel and the Pixel XL are so disappointing. It's not like we have so many other variations of the Pixel phone where we can say, okay, we have an issue with that phone, but we could select another one. It's not that kind of situation. You're gonna have to look at a different manufacturer. And I did say that people should look at the iPhone 7 and 7 Plus, because if you have a Galaxy Note 7, you have to return the phone. And even if you're not interested in the Pixel and Pixel XL, this is about purchasing a phone that you're actually going to like. But I'm not so sure people want to go from TouchWiz to something like iOS. That's your decision. You can make it for yourself. But I have to say, from my personal opinion, I am not impressed with iOS. And when I look at TouchWiz and the Galaxy phones, at this point, I would root the phone, because someone on the channel asked me about that. And that's exactly what I would do. Because then with TouchWiz and anything Samsung installs to the phone doesn't really matter, because you're going to use Android for what it is, and that's just a stock version, and that's what you would get on the Pixel or even the Pixel XL and the previous versions of that phone. Again, what we're called the Nexus phones. So obviously I like to use the stock version of Android. I would like to know what you guys think. Post your comments down below. Let me know what you think about that Samsung Galaxy Note 7 issue, and of course, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. I will see you guys in the next video. Peace out.